Lajupog Watch TV.
I don't have bad news for you today.
The home of religious gossip.
But you should leave the fight for Mohammed.
What is happening in the Christendom? Join now to make sense with Lajupog.
Hello my great and wonderful viewers, welcome back to Lajupog Watch TV. Coming across this channel for the first time, ensure you subscribe to this channel and click the notification bell icon appearing on the video screen so that whenever we drop a new video in few hours time, YouTube will easily notify you. The update I have for you today, as you can see, is the burial program of Sammie Okposo that died some couple of days ago. You know, it's not more the news that Sammie Okposo died some couple of days ago, and the news came out that he died due to the issue of cardiac arrest, and some said his slumps while working, and he died in the sitting room. But it was later on that his manager came out and debunked the news that Sammie Okposo did not have cardiac arrest or slumps in the sitting room, that he just slept and he didn't wake up again. So he tried to debunk the news. A lot of Nigerian pastors have come out to talk about it. People like Apostle Suleman, they addressed the issue on the fact that the Christendom neglects Sammie Okposo. People like Pastor Damina came out too, and even Joshua Ikela, and lots more of them, they came out. But it's quite unfortunate that none of the Nigerian pastors are taking responsibility. Like, none of them took the responsibility. You know, it's normally news that Sammie Okposo did something wrong, and you know, he came out, you know, he came out to address the issue. He apologized to his wife, even on social media. He apologized to the entire Nigeria and the entire world at large. So he apologized, and it is quite unfortunate that even after his apology, his wife forgave him, but the social media and even Nigerian pastors did not forgive this man. They keep dragging him on social media, and as they're dragging him on social media, even the church, the men of God, they rejected him. If you look at the statement of Damina, though that statement is a very right statement. Like he said, the church beat him up, they rejected him, they sent him off, like they deleted his number from the phone, like they did not want to see him ministering in their church again. And there is someone that have ministered in so many big churches in Nigeria, churches with big names. They have worked with a lot of general overseers, and I believe that even when you go to their church to minister, he may not even take money from many of them. But when the thing came out that he slept with a lady in US outside his marriage and all of that, these people, because of what he did, even after he apologized and asked for forgiveness, these people still don't invite him to churches. If you should count how many times Sammie Okposo ministered after that thing happened, it's not even up to 2 times. They didn't allow him to come to churches again. Whereas this man have gone all over the world, he have collected a lot of awards, he have ministered in the United States of America, in Texas, in different places, but everything just shut down because of what he did. So a lot of Nigerian pastors have come out to talk about it, but it's just unfortunate that none of them take responsibility. They didn't see it as if they are part of the pastors that neglected, that rejected him. And whereas none of these pastors called this man and tried to talk to him as brother, none of them called him. Things like this have been happening in the Christendom, just that this one is kind of obvious. It is happening in the Christendom, like it have been happening severally. Like if someone should come out to confess this or a sin, they will just reject him, irrespective of who the person is. Even if the person is a pastor, they will still reject him. This have been happening, but just that this one is kind of obvious because Sammie Okposo is a big name in the body of Christ. I've been saying it and I've been hammering it in the ears of all my followers on this platform. I said there's no love in the Christendom again. A lot of people think I coming out and bringing out the wrongs of all these pastors that I'm pulling down trying to pull down the body of Christ. No, that's not what we do on this channel. All we do is to bring out their wrong just for correction. You understand? So love have not been in place in the body of Christ. Love have escaped. They have flee away from the body of Christ. Why some ages now, not even this century, there have been this beef in the body of Christ, even right from the time of Apostle I've been saying that also. There's no love in the Christendom, not now. So if you should think that it is one blogger that is talking about your pastor that is trying to pull Christianity apart and all of that, it has been there right from ages. They have not born us when this thing have been in place. This beef, this hatred have been in the body of Christ. They have not even born us. They have not born the blogger that is talking. So this thing have been there. Celesta did not like Ribim, Winners did not like Cherubim, and a lot of that. There is no unity in the Christendom. So it is difficult for Christians from different churches to take a unanimous decision. And without all those decisions, there cannot be a standard and a solid evangelism. So if you look at the issue of Sammie Okposo, nobody knows that he's going to die soon. Nobody knows, even him himself did not know that he's going to die soon, because the issue, this scandal came out in January. Around January 25. That was when the scandal came out, and the lady that he impregnated in the United States came out to she spoke in a particular television program, and he made it known to the general public that this was what Sammie Okposo did after impregnating her. He said he should go and remove the pregnancy and all of that. So a lot of pastors have been kicking this man because of that thing right from January. So they didn't know that, even he himself did not know that he's going to die in November. He didn't know. So he made that post, he made the confession, and he tendered that apology to the entire world via his social media account. He tendered the apology, and he stated it there that he's going to step aside away from ministry for a short time, that after he gathered all his spiritual strength again, that he's going to come back fully into ministry again. But he stepped aside truly. But after stepping aside, did Nigerian pastors show him love? It is only love that can strengthen a man. At least if you want to correct a man's wrong, you should correct the person in love. Christ never rebuked any sinner. Christ never rejects any sinner. In fact, Christ comes for the sinners, not even for the saints. You understand? So they never correct this man in love. After he stepped aside for ministry, they did not call him. All they do is they neglect him, they reject him. Where he had been ministering, there are some churches that Sammie Okposo used to go there to minister annually. He used to minister in some particular programs annually, but they replace him with someone else. They replace him in every area. They don't want to see him. The church, they don't want to see him. They don't want to perceive his movement. They don't want to see him showcasing in their churches, in their podium again. Even after this man has served them with all his heart and all of that, this thing is not happening among Muslims. Yes, if it is happening among Muslims, it is minor. Muslims have this thing that is called love more than Christian. I'm not sorry to say that, because it's what we're seeing all around our society. Muslims show love more than Christian. All we do in the Christendom is to bite and all of that, and scandal people like was very scandalous. That's what we do in the Christendom. So I would like you guys to just drop your condolence, because this Sammie Okposo that we're talking about left some family behind. He have kids and they have wives. You have a wife and you have kids rather. So just drop your condolence at the comment section of this video, because I think the Christendom do not know what they lose. They have not known the value of what they lose. Just drop your condolence at the comment section of this video as you stay connected as you watch the video. And I pray that the soul of the great man of God, Sammie Okposo, rest in perfect peace. Speakers about Lajupog, the king of boys that entire Africa. I'm going out there to get and that knowledge for you. Stay connected at Lajupog Watch TV. Watch the remainder of our videos. Guess what? See you in my next video.